In psychology, there is what is called perspective taking. Perspective taking is basically the ability to understand a situation from someone else's point of view, their thoughts, feelings, intentions, or sensory experience. I know that you know this. It's what we all experience in our daily life. So, allow me to tell you about the story of what happened in Troas when Paul was preaching to the crowd on the upper chamber for a whole day until midnight in Acts 20. As Paul was preaching close to midnight, a young man named Eutychus, who was falling asleep while sitting in a window ledge. One thing led to another, and he fell down from the window on the third loft and died. Everyone, including Paul, was alarmed by it. It says in Acts 20:10, "And Paul went down and fell on him and embracing him and said, 'Trouble not yourselves, for his life is in him.'" Some may have interpreted what happened to Eutychus as the following. Paul killed him with a long sermon. Eutychus was spiritually dead, and Paul used ancient CPR. So Paul killed him with a long sermon? Some preachers turned the story into a joke about long sermon, a warning to fall asleep in church, a humorous, "Don't blame me if you die during my preaching" message. This is harmless, but it trivializes the passage. Luke isn't telling a comedy story. He's showing apostolic authority and resurrection power. So, Eutychus was spiritually dead? Some preachers turned the whole event into a metaphor. He fell because he was lukewarm. He represents the backsliding Christian. Paul laying on him is revival fire. This is imaginative, but it's not what Luke is doing. Luke is reporting a literal resuscitation, not an allegory. And Paul used ancient CPR. A few modern teachers try to explain the miracle medically. Paul warmed his body. Paul restored his breathing. Paul used first century CPR. This misunderstands the Elijah parallel. Paul's action echoes two earlier miracles, Elijah and the widow's son in 1 Kings 17:21. Elijah stretched himself over the dead body and prayed, and the boy revived. Elijah and the Shunammite's son in 2 Kings 4:34. Elijah lay on the child, mouth to mouth, eyes to eyes, hands to hands, and the child revived. Luke is intentionally showing a prophetic resurrection, not a medical technique. To be perspective taking is to take the perspective of others to understand their views. To interpret someone's perspective based on how we see it is biased and stereotypical. Today, before we judge things from how we understand them, allow the Holy Spirit to teach you His truth, and the truth will set you free. Go with God. Shalom.